Pregame.com.
And welcome back, Pregame.tv. Ken Thomson, his partner Dave Cokin, the shady one behind the glasses. That's right, old Cokes. He plays the part. He looks the Vegas guy. You do. I mean, the East Coast guy transplant, but you're the true Vegas sharp. When you look up sharp guy Vegas, you got Cokin's picture right there.
Grizzled Vegas veteran.
I'm not going to say grizzled.
Well, this is definitely grizzle.
But you got a good reputation here, Cokes. And I found that out. You know, I listened to you on the radio for a long time. And, you know, it's cool to get to know you because we worked in the same building for, you know, probably close to 5-6 years. We crossed paths, but never really got to work together.
I tried to avoid you whenever possible.
There you go. Most people do that. There's no doubt, Cokes.
I like the Pirates colors today.
You got it. I mean, they're in there. They're in the playoffs
Yep.
2 straight years. That's good news. And, you know, raise the Jolly Roger. That was a good call.
No, that was cool. And I like the Pirates' approach after the game, which was, this is fun. And we're going to celebrate a little bit, but we still want to win the division. So they're not really just accepting this and saying, we had a great season. They want to keep going.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll catch St. Louis, but it's very important for them to beat out the Giants, right? Because they're 22 games over 500 at PNC, and we know the Giants play their best ball at 18.
And it's a long trip either way.
Right.
So, you know, the home team has a definite advantage there.
No doubt about it. Baseball playoffs are going to be fun.
Sure are.
Coach, where are you leaning? If I had to pin you down right now, I mean, as far as who you're looking at to get to the finals of each.
Well, you know, the Nationals have the best team on paper.
Okay.
And now that they've moved Soriano out of the closer role, the bullpen has settled in as well. Storen's doing a nice job. But you got the Dodgers, and how dangerous are they with Matt Kemp looking like he looks like the Matt Kemp who should have been the MVP a couple of years ago ahead of Ryan Braun. He's healthy again, and you've got that Kershaw fellow at the top of the rotation. Greinke's elbow seems to be okay right now, so the Dodgers look very dangerous. But I would still favor the Nationals in the National League. And it could very well be a Beltway series because the Angels' starting rotation's in trouble. Oakland has come apart at the seams. I don't know if Kansas City's built to make it be a good playoff team, although they do have the outstanding bullpen. The Tigers, unreliable starting pitching, and the bullpen is really shaky. You know, Baltimore might just be the team that gets through this, even though they're not really built for the playoffs, so to speak. But, boy, I'll tell you what, they're tough and close games. Buck Showalter's a great game manager. And my team's out of it, the Red Sox. So I'll root for a Beltway series. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Hey, I'm rooting for the Orioles. I got a future ticket on them, so hopefully they take care of business. All right, but we are talking college football for the next 2 videos and then 2 NFL videos. 4 of them so far. We're 6-2. We're doing pretty good. That'll get it done. That'll make you some money. Cokes, San Jose State, a team that, again, going through transition, going to play a new quarterback, take on a Nevada team, a Reno team that has looked solid. And we know Cody Fajardo. He's the real deal. I like Fajardo. I think he's tooth and nail, just a real tough, savvy guy, not afraid to tuck it down. In fact, he likes to tuck it down and run, but he also has a pretty good arm.
Well, the things that appeal to me in this game are, one, Fajardo's solid, but the fact is he's not being asked to do as much this year as he did last year. I think Polian has improved quite a bit in his second year as the head coach of the Wolfpack. He's not nearly as maniacal as he was last year either, so that's a plus. The big difference here looks to me to be the battle at the point of attack. Nevada, I think, is just simply too big for what is a thin San Jose State team this year. I think they're going to out-physical them at the point of attack. And, you know, if you do that, if you win the battle in the trenches, you're generally going to win the football game as well.
Yeah, and a lot of people thought when they went down to Tucson that speed from Rich Rod's boys was going to just destroy them.
Yep.
Arizona got off to a nice lead, but Nevada came right back and tooth and nail, and they were inside the 30-yard line of Arizona down the stretch, had a chance to tie that game at 35.
They did, and the big difference between this year's Nevada team and last year's defensively is last year they were the worst team in the country against the run. They could not stop the run at all. This year, they've been very effective against the run. So there was a concerted effort to upgrade that part of that segment of the team, and they've successfully done so. And they look like they're going to be a team that makes noise in the Mountain West this year.
All right, well, the game's in San Jose. It's Nevada on the road. We know this team pretty solid. Mountain West Conference getting underway in conference play. Dave Cokin, this is your official play. Let's make it official.
Well, I think the Nevada Wolfpack are a team that's on the rise this year. I just mentioned that Bill Polian, not Bill Polian, but Brian Polian, same family, and that some people suggest that's how he got the job. I did not think he was a good head coach last year, but it was his first year on the job. Too much chaos on the sidelines. There were times when he lost his composure. If you've watched them this year, it's a different Polian, and it's a different football team, much more organized. He's out from the shadow of Chris Ault right now, which I think was, it was really going to be, it's tough to be the guy that follows the guy. And make no mistake, Chris Ault was the guy in Reno for a long, long time. Much better Wolfpack team this year. San Jose State was a decent team last year, but they've gone backwards this year. They really miss David Fales at quarterback. They're not real big on the Lions either, and I think they're going to get out-physicaled here. Look for a big performance by the Wolfpack. Nevada minus the points.
I agree with you, Cokes. And, of course, you have, like you said, Alt is their version up there in Reno of Kansas State Snyder.
Oh, yeah.
And if you have to
Great
go back
coach.
for a third tenure, you might have to. But I think Polian's a good hire as well.
Well, I don't think Alt's coming back again this time because Chris has done that for long enough. Great guy, too. And certainly shoes that are too big to replace by one guy. But I think Polian is definitely improving.
All right, there you go. So you have it. Take Nevada, lay the points. Coke says go to San Jose, no problem there. Wolfpack takes care of business. When we come back, we stay on the West Coast. Cal back home after blowing a game against Arizona, giving up 36 points in the fourth quarter to the Wildcats, dropping a 49-45 contest. They're back in Berkeley. They're going to take on the Buffaloes, who come off a home win over the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors 21-9. Talk about that game. That'll be my free play coming up next on pregame.tv.